Oh, yikes. These things are like big plastic coconuts. Let's get that. Whoa. Oh. LinkedIn is where entrepreneurs, CEOs, important people are going. And you know that this is the case because it costs $60 a month. You pay $0, I got premium. I got premium, you ass. I got premium. And I'm getting ads for Comcast Business. Bounce forward. Owning a home is key to building wealth. If you're a retard, owning a home, are you retarded? I'm paying $60 a month for spam on LinkedIn. This phone is so useful. What would I do without my phone? I love it. I love this GoPro. Whatever problem comes up, I would not mind being spied on if the thing worked. And that must be why OK Google doesn't work, is because OK Google doesn't work when it's red! See? Red! Set a fucking timer. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Set a timer. Set a timer! Set a timer. Fuck! It took me about 40 minutes to unblock the shit from my phone. I blocked my own email! Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Vampire Hunter D. And I have this drone here. And what I didn't realize was that the drone, it's made in Wakanda with anti-white technology, anti-tinker technology. So there was a shock. I got a zapper shocker, but I contacted Tony Stark. The only way I can think about anything is in Avengers metaphors. Tony Stark needs this Iron Man suit operational by the time Sabretooth awakens from his healing factor. I want to myself. Jarvis.
Yes, mister.
Send me the diagnostic for the,
Right away.
This is made of vibranium, the rarest material in the world. And you chose to make a shield out of it? Yes, I did. And if I was tiny sized, walking around on the surface of this like a shopping mall, I'd be able to instantly tell you what was wrong with it. But as it stands right now, oh, yikes. Oh, shit, fuck. Anytime you go to drone repair school, they'll tell you, these things are like coconuts. These things are like big plastic coconuts. We can stick a straw in there and drink out the tech juice. Ooh, let's get that. Okay, let's see if we can decrunchify it now. Whoa, there we go. And we're getting into the brains here. Okay. We're looking for a loose wire in here. Don't look at my screen. I don't see any loose wires.
I bet the elders loved that.
I see, ooh, let's see. All right, let's get in there with our tools. We have, let's check this out. No. God, please, if this is the right size, I will donate $400,000 to a black charity. And it works. See? I bribe God sometimes, but I don't follow through with what I'm gonna do. And it's usually a black charity I'm saying I'm gonna donate to. Like when I'm driving, I'll say, God, if you have helped me avoid this accident, I'll donate $400,000 to a black charity. I promise this time. And then I get home safe and I'm like, next time. Get my soldering gun and my 5-iron. I'm ready to operate on this bad boy. This thing's fucking ready to go. It looks perfect, looks mint to me. Don't worry, I statically grounded myself. All you nerds out there, Sam, you're tinkering around. You didn't statically ground yourself. Yeah, I did it off camera. I just Pulled out my tripod, work lamp. Samsung Galaxy S10 is the phone that's so good. It's the phone that's so awesome. I love it every time. It's a luxury phone. It's $1,000. Not a day goes by where I wake up and I play on my phone. I play games on my phone, and I love it so much. And now it also doubles as a work light, pointed down at the table. It's important to cover the lens. We want to cover the delicate externals.
Are you breaking the drone?
Am I breaking the drone?
Yeah.
Would that be upsetting to you if I was?
I think it's like, I don't think you should break your expensive shit.
You don't think I should break my expensive shit? No. You don't trust me that I'm a master flight mechanic? You think it's harder to break that? And you're upset with me? You can tell that my breaking the drone is represents some sort of frustration that I have. And that if this was $2,000 of money, I would burn it. Is that what you're saying? And I dropped the wrench. How do I sound? Testing.
Sounds perfect.
Hold on a second.
Oh, man.
These mic arms are not good. Are they industry standard?
Industry best.
They have the best
Top
reputation.
industry.
They're the industry top. Man, I'm fucking sweating. This mic arm is not my friend right now. This is crazy. Damn. Let me just adjust. You know what? I need nicotine right now, or I'm gonna start freaking out. I can't breathe. This is fucking hard. How do people do this? This is the hardest job in the world. This is way harder than being a U.S. Army Marine or anything like that. Joey, can you just do audio?
Bruh.
I got a LinkedIn. I paid $60. I paid $60 for a LinkedIn Pro account. Specifically so that I can fuck a girl and tell her that I had a dream about her where I was telling her how beautiful she is, and I started crying in the dream, and I was holding her face like this and shouting it at her. So that's why I paid $60 a month now, and I'm gonna forget to cancel my membership because I had to send her a little message on there. So hey, if you're watching this right now, hey, I'm thinking about you. Okay. Okay. So I paid $60 for this LinkedIn Pro. LinkedIn is the professional. LinkedIn, for you, if you don't know, is the professional Facebook, and it's where serious people. Let me fire up LinkedIn. Hold on a second. LinkedIn is where serious people are making the future happen. The wheels of business are turning. The wheels of business are turning, grinding, churning on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is where entrepreneurs, CEOs, important people are going. And you know that this is the case because it costs $60 fucking a month for the Pro version. So I pay my $60, I fire up the Pro version, I scroll down, and I've got Keanu Reeves meme, and one post under that, one post under the Keanu meme, Comcast Business. Be ready for whatever comes next with the speed and flexibility you need to, capital B, bounce, capital F, forward, TM. Are you ready to bounce forward? That's our trademark. Comcast Business, bounce forward. What do you pay? You pay $0? I got premium. I got premium, you bitch ass. I got premium. And I'm getting ads for Comcast Business, bounce forward. I scroll down. Jobs recommended for you. Sales associate at Orange Theory Fitness. I'm a fucking multi-millionaire. You think I'm gonna work at Orange Theory Fitness? Because you're right. Because maybe the girl I'm stalking, maybe she goes there and I need to get a job there. Then a post about Neo that I'm interested in. Then popular course on LinkedIn. Sheryl Sandberg and Adam Grant on option B, building resilience. Who knows? In learning, some spam. I'm paying $60 a month for spam. Next post. I'm not cherry picking here. I'm not scrolling down fast. City. Owning a home is key to building wealth. If you're a fucking hard, owning a home, are you fucking retarded? that can be passed on to future generations. That's why Citi is taking action to expand community lending teams for our mortgage products and services. Citi is an equal housing lender. I've got the subtitles here that shows me that music is playing. And let's see how the ad goes here. We've got the mudroom, build a life, fill a place with your history. Citi is taking action to make homeownership a reality for more Black Americans. Music playing. Learn more about Citi's blah, 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 da, 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 da. Fucking motherfucking Citi Black family mortgage. And no offense to black people, but I'm not black. And if you're collecting every motherfucking piece of data about me, you should know that. This advertisement is not properly targeted. Telling me to buy a house, telling me at the peak of the real estate market to anchor myself to a liability, to a money-losing liability, where I'm going to get fucking by property tax, by the various miscellaneous costs of home ownership. And when the property market takes a crash, maybe in 40 years I'll break even. That's generational wealth. That's the type of wealth that black families need. Black families need our product. Black families need to buy Citi mortgages. Okay? And, you know, stock market's at an all-time high. Who can complain, really? I can, rent is 80% of my expenses, so I guess I have 20% of my money left over for Steam games. What would I do without my phone? Really, what would I do without it? What would I do without the ability to fire up Instagram and start off to some yoga pants model? You know what? I can, okay, pros category. You got GPS, okay, which it would literally be impossible to build GPS into a car. I've talked to technicians about this. I've talked to scientists on r/scientists. I've talked to the people that build cars, and they tell me that it would literally be impossible to put GPS in the car in a little window. That's something that is maybe 100 years out. So I have GPS on my phone, occasionally useful, good. You know, I can listen to music. It used to be the case that I had to have a iPod or something like that to listen to music. That's a benefit. I can check my email, which means that if it's an emergency, I can see what eBay alert I'm getting. If it's an emergency, I can get out and see that Hemmings.com has 26 matches for Porsche 928, which is really important to me. It's going to help me make money and help me be secure in my financial future. And, you know, it's just something I'm glad I have. But at the same time, it also means that I'm going to be checking my fucking email every 30 seconds. I'm going to be checking for notifications every 30 fucking seconds. And I can't go outside. I can't look at the sky or breathe or appreciate the company of the people I'm with because I have to look at my fucking chastity cage phone every 30 fucking seconds or I feel like I'm missing out. What? Did someone post something new on Instagram? Oh my God, he said this? Whoa, on Twitter? What? Is that? Okay, I'm getting advertised to, and Gary Vaynerchuk says it's the future. Social media advertising is the future. People aren't going to be reading newspapers in 2030. I'm a genius. Gary Vaynerchuk's aspiration is to own a sports team. Period. And that's on period. And that's on period. Now, I'm not going to pretend like my aspiration is not to own a race car team with Asian slaves. But I am going to say the we'll censor that out. The aspiration, life aspiration, is to own a sports team so he can pat sweaty men on the butt. Good job, champ. Can I pat your bottom? I'm Gary V. I emailed Gary Vaynerchuk with a politely worded list of criticisms that I have for him, and I'm hoping to hear back soon.
Good thing you have your phone so you can check every 30 seconds.
Hey, there we go. I wonder if he sent anything to me. Let's see. Oh, no, it's eBay again. I have order details for my eBay order. Amazon or eBay order update. Vintage 90s faded something. Order update vintage 80s blank something.
How do you do that? You
just twist it and pop it. It's actually controlled by an app on your phone. You have to download the YellowTech app. The most convenient thing in the world is when something could be controlled by a button, but it's controlled by an app.
Like Grubhub.
Grubhub.
I like the idea of like a series of buttons on like a big like interface where it's different restaurants and shit.
Well, you know what? I actually
have to use like a fucking dashboard.
I was talking to my friends who are a squadron of fighter pilots, where you fuck up the controls in a fighter pilot, or a fighter jet, you're out of luck. So that's where the rubber meets the pavement in terms of industrial design, in terms of interface. And they were saying that they would much prefer it if the fighter jet controls were controlled by an app.
Is that true?
Yeah. I'm paying $60 a month for spam on LinkedIn. This phone is so useful. What would I do without my phone? Oh, I have to go on it all day. You know what? Without my phone, I just can't get anything done. It's just so useful. It's so useful. Oh my God. What would I do without my phone? I wouldn't get anything done. If I say exactly where we are, I get castrated because they don't want to be associated with my name.
I like that.
But they know. Jesus fuck! Fucking GoPro, man. I'll tell you what, there's one thing I hate more than a Google Pixel, it's a fucking GoPro. Highlight saved for later, sports highlights, so you can tell when you did a massive ollie. I'm trying to record a fucking video. I don't need to know when I did a kickflip jump. Fuck! When it senses movement, it saves a highlight, and it flashes the screen, so that I know that I need to pay attention to it. That's pro video equipment right there. I love it. I love this GoPro. Wow, look, action cam. Action right into the pumpkin tarts. God damn, man, I can't stop getting raped in my fucking asshole from these fucking companies. This Google Pixel, I had to pull out the manual to figure out how to rotate the screen. Pro tip, it's in advanced features. So if you want to do something really super advanced, like rotate your fucking screen, go in advanced features. Took me half an hour to figure that one out. No big deal though. I love tech stuff. I love this phone. It's so cute. Jesus fucking Christ. I was gonna say, boy, this Samsung Bixby phone has a really powerful flashlight. The Samsung Bixby, geez, they make these phones with powerful flashlights nowadays. I can't believe this, that's crazy. First of all, new Samsung Galaxy S10. Boy, oh boy, what a phone. If you know me, you know I love these phones, I love these gadgets. I love these little toys and distractions because I love to play. Dude, I sound fucking bad. So I just had a protein shake. I had the lactose. The lactose is doing something. I gotta get some water. I'll be right back. Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I'm usually not this fucking blocked up with, damn, my phone sound good. I'm out of it. I'm out of it, guys. Help. You gotta help out your guy in here. No, for real, I think it's that protein shake that did me in. It's not my obesity. Couldn't be that. All right, I'm nervous. It's like talking to a hot girl. I haven't done a video in a long time. Talking to you guys is like talking to a hot girl. What should I say? You shouldn't notice my dandruff? What should I do, dude? Oh shit, oh, she's looking at me? Oh, dude. See, now you feel like a hot girl. This fucking Samsung Bixby, that's the assistant. That's the Samsung assistant. And you give the greeting. I don't want to say it now because I'm sure it'll probably delete this video if it fucking pops up. Because when you say it, a little and a top hat pops up and a monocle. And he goes, "Hello, sir. on Bixby. How may I help you today? Actually, I think Bixby might have a female voice, which is a sick thing. That's a sick perversion of technology. Oh, you can make it have a male voice too. You can pick whether or not Bixby has a female or a male voice, so you can basically you can put all whatever your sexual fetish is, you can put on your phone now. But first of all, it's called Bixby, and I would rather walk around with a rubber band around my cock and showing off all over the town that my cock's the size of a clit. I would rather walk around showing that off with daisies on my nipples than call my phone Bixby. I thought I had it bad, man. I thought I had it bad with the Google Pixel, with the OS 25 Candy Crunch update from the guy that fucking watches porn that makes grown men cry, from the big fat candy man who has the doll factory in his basement, and he calls it Android update number 57, Cummy Drops, and it makes the phone work even less well. Update number 73. In this update, we disabled maps. It's called a Honeydew Crisp Waffle Candy Gumdrops. And it's made by me, the guy who installed D-Ban on my laptop. The guy who uses D-Ban on all his electronic gear because he is interested in security, quote unquote. Shout out to Nassim. Her last name I forget, I'm not going to say, or whatever her name is, because I'm going to be respectful. Shout out to Nassim. Shout out to whoever else. The fucking Bixby phone is worse. I set an alarm, and the default alarm tone that you can't change without going into the menu, because that's the point of having it done by voice. You say, Bixby, set my alarm. And then you go into the menu to change the tone. You can't, so if you don't do that, if you just set it up with your voice, here's how you're woken up, and you can't change this unless you manually go in and set the alarm. So the voice, if you're setting the alarm by voice, this is what the fucking thing does. Good morning, Sam. The time is 12:54. Donald Trump today told the reporters that he would not be building the wall. I'm waking up to fucking Donald Trump news.
Hi, what's up? It's currently 10:35 p.m. Today's weather will be sunny. The temperature is 67 degrees. Have a good day. Here's news of the day provided by Google. Hurricane Irma strengthens. Florida and Puerto Rico prepare. Next news. South Korea's defense minister suggests bringing back tactical as nuclear weapons. Next news. Both sides gear up for a political fight as Trump prepares to end immigration protections for Dreamers. Next news. Hillary Clinton promoted a news website for the 65,800,000. Here's what its founder says it's all about.
Good morning, Sam. Today, abortion is legal. On the phone, first thing, I almost had a fucking heart attack. I guess firefighters are more susceptible to heart attacks because they get woken up suddenly and they have to jump, into action occasionally when they get off their fucking asses, as if being a firefighter is a hard job. But that's how I felt, man, when I first got my rude awakening by Bixby. I want to make a joke about Koreans. I want to say some stupid ass fucking flat-faced guru. Oh, some fucking Korean came up with Bixby. I doubt that we're at that stage anymore. I doubt we can lay our blame on the Koreans at this point. Bixby was probably fucking invented and conceptualized by a fucking guy like me. Where's the fucking camera on this thing? Oh, it's up top, so I was looking in the wrong area. That's great. I'll go some backlighting. Jeez, the light on this camera is powerful. Fuck this fucking thing, man. It might be time to get an iPhone. It might be time to get an iPhone. And that's not me becoming gay, that's just the way it is. It might be time to get an iPhone. I hate these things. I was talking to Charles once, and I was saying to him that these spy devices, it wouldn't be that bad to be spied on if the fucking thing actually worked. If it actually, like, if you didn't have to pull over to fix the directions or change the music or whatever fucking problem comes up, I would not mind being spied on if the fucking thing worked. I'm a little bent out of shape. It's $1,000 phone, and the Pixel was $1,000 phone. Never mind me. Anyway.
And I'm gonna say, God damn.
Okay, Google.
God damn.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google.
Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Test. Test. Here the microphone works. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Yeah, these new phones, to use these new phones, you gotta restart them. It's power off, shutting down. So shutdown process can take about 10 to 15 minutes, then the restart process, about 25 minutes. But once we get back up and running, this thing is gonna be flaming hot. It's the Google phone. So this phone was not only designed by Google, but this was engineered by Google engineers. This is the Google phone. And it is built for them, specifically by Kyocera and Qualcomm. Amazing company. And these are the sort of Google balls right here. And when you get the Google balls, okay, Google, you have to say it. See, if you don't say it with the right intonation and the right inflection in your voice, because they want you to always constantly be a brand ambassador for Google. So you can't just say, okay, Google. It's not going to do it for you. You have to be enthusiastic, as if you were in a commercial, as if you are in the Google phone commercial. Okay, Google. And then what usually happens is, as soon as you say, okay, Google, this amazing personal digital assistant fires up, and it's like Cortana from Halo. Imagine having a concierge at the Ritz-Carlton, okay? This is the person who takes care of everything, smooths everything over for you. And that's what the Google digital assistant is going to do. Okay, Google. Alright. I'll just restart. So you press your G button, and that basically brings up all sorts of. See, what they did with this phone was they made it so that it sort of accelerates and streamlines your life. You have access to the only things you need. It's not gonna weigh you down with a bunch of crap. It's gonna take you to Chuck Berry died today. Okay, Google. Google. Fuck you. Tell Google what to do. Google. 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 I wasn't done. Why is the bar at the why does the notification bar turn orange in Android's lollipops? Android, one of the cutest things about Android is that they come in different flavors, and this is my most favorite amazing part. Oh, is it battery? Oh, it means the battery's low. That's awesome. Yeah. When the battery's low, I want to look at red on the screen. I want to see red. This fucking phone, man. And that must be why OK Google doesn't work, is because OK Google doesn't work when it's red! See? Red! Saving battery. Because the battery lasts 4 hours. So basically all day. So basically you can play Flash games all day, as long as you're plugged in. And that's on the OK Google phone. And one of my favorite parts about Android is they name the operating system after sweet candies. So there's Lollipop, and there's Nougat. Ooh, I love that Android Nougat. And chocolate, and vanilla puff. I love all the different flavors of Android. That's how you know the people calling the shots at Android. I mean, I'm sure there's great talented engineers, I'm sure there's a lot of fucking stinky, but the person who's really calling the shots and has final say on everything, he's like probably some big fat guy who collects doll parts and like has like Adult Swim, like pictures of little girls, like Powder Puff Girls all over the walls, shit like that, and he's probably just sucking on candy all day. I can't wait for the new version of Android to come out. I'm gonna call it Candy Corn. Android 9.1 Candy Corn. But generally, I've been pretty unimpressed with Android, and I fucking hate iOS. If you want to watch a fucking 2-hour presentation that is good, look up Cory Doctorow, The Coming War on General Computing. But it's basically about this shit. As computers go from being, you know, a PC, like a thing that you have to have everything on and be in control, you know, what the fuck is he doing? As computers move to like being in your car and like being things that you don't even realize are computers, they are going to start obscuring what's actually going on with
basically anything in the car that was controllable over the in-car network, we were able to do.
Layers and layers of this fucking bullshit, this fucking red bar. Obviously, I'm not as well versed on this topic as Cory Doctorow is, but it actually is. It is one of those lecture-y, TED Talky type things that's worth watching. Never will use an iPhone ever again. I can't believe people use them. Anytime you try to do something that's remotely not what the designers want you to be doing, you encounter these terribly frustrating roadblocks. You can't even access the fucking like file system on the phone. You have to sync it to iTunes. It's ridiculous. Back to the category of fat guy who collects doll parts being in charge of Android 6.1 crunchy caramel popcorn. I'm running saltwater taffy. Yeah, I'm running 5.1 saltwater taffy. It's not quite as good as bubblegum. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. That must be why it's not working though, because the battery's drained. It's on red mode. But at least when I look at my phone, now I can see red. Now I see that it's red on the bottom and top, and I know battery low. Okay. But yeah, back to the fat guy collecting doll parts. Android, the king. I don't want to talk shit about Android engineers. Okay, I'm sure they're good people. I'm sure they're enjoying their first time in America, and you know, they probably have the best lunches. But whoever it is that's in charge of the grand show over there is probably a fucking pedophile, straight up, who likes to suck on candy corns and fucking name things after gumdrop, lollipop, cummy cookies. I'm not impressed with this fucking phone one bit. Insanity. I call that insanity. We call this messy time. We're having messy time. I'm a Google engineer. I'm having messy time. Android 11.9 is called banana puree, and that's basically when we mash bananas and make a puree, and then we work at Google. Look at the rainbow. Look at the colors of the rainbow. The little gummy bubbles. I like the gummy bubbles. Google. Oh my God, is that some fucking homo? Who was that? That's you. Snap a selfie for your profile. Okay. Google. Make it public. What's your name? If you want to connect with me, here I am. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Alright, so sometimes you need to do a restart. So just do that for a minute. Here comes my favorite part. Okay, here we go. Now it's gonna work. Sorry, folks, we just had to... There it was. You hear that? Ding, ding, dong. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. You fuck!
Sorry, I'm still a little buggy.
Set a fucking timer. Fuck! Set a timer for 2 minutes. Set a timer. Set a timer! Set a timer. Fuck! Set a timer.
Okay, for how long?
For 2 minutes.
Okay, 2 minutes. Starting.
And see, folks, that's how easy it is. It's really that simple. And it's freed up a lot of time in my life. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Stop timer. Stop the timer. Okay, Google. Okay, Google. Stop the timer. Okay, Google. We're on version 1.0 right now. Version 2.0, you're going to be able to stop the timer. There's this channel, I think it's lightersdirect.com or something, but it's on YouTube. You search for Lighters Direct and they have sexy models showing off the lighters. I don't watch porn anymore. I do watch the Lighters Direct videos. But I've been watching these Google, even saying the fucking name, you say the name Google, and for that instant that you're saying it, you are walking, you're on your knees, shuffling around with your pants around your ankles, basically getting turbo cucked by a multi-billion dollar corporation. You're sucking on the teat of a machine, crawling around with your pants around your ankles. Google, 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 Google. There's this talk by Cory Doctorow that I recommended to people on Twitter a while back, called The Coming War on General Computing. And the thrust of the talk is that we're moving from computers being computers, like general purpose computers, to computers being appliances. On top of the core, the base layer, like physical computer, you have layers, or a layer or multiple layers of abstraction, and purportedly the purpose is to make it so that these things are easier to use. So instead of like finding a file, you go into your Apple slideshow. Oh, it's in my slideshow. Where are the pictures? Can you email me those pictures? Sure, let me just boot up slideshow and use the share functionality. But you don't actually interface with the actual files. I mean, that's a very low level, but what he's talking about is turning computers into appliances. You've got computers in your car and in your refrigerator and things, and you're not aware of the fact that they're computers. And while this might be more desirable for like just dummies to do things, and on my fridge, I just used my fridge, but like it's sort of neutering the people who would have some level of curiosity or go. I mean, I'm paraphrasing it very badly. It's been like years since I watched this, so I think it's something you should look up. At least look up the Wikipedia article and try to get a sense of what he's talking about, which I probably should have done before I started talking about it, if you don't have a full hour to watch it. But these, I think the baby names, the Google, are part of it, like PubSub. Just the little names they use, like a child's toy. Like, look at this. Look at that screen right there. It looks like fucking a Toys R Us thing. I had a friend who was a Google engineer or whatever the fuck they call themselves, and she was talking about how like there are message boards at Google where they like talk shit about each other all the time. Like it's a very like the Google campus is like this incestuous gossip cauldron, which makes sense when you are feminizing a workplace. It makes sense that it would turn into that. But I never knew anything about it other than what she was telling me. But I've been watching all these Google guys talking about the Internet of Things, which is just it's just useless crap. This is not something that you need. There's this race to provide more and more features and to have more and more of a futurist like bent when you're designing your software or hardware or whatever, but there seems to be very little pressure on people to make devices that like work reliably or work the way you'd expect them to. I have this Google Pixel thing here which has the OK Google virtual assistant, and it's just been nothing but frustration. It's there, so I try to use it every once in a while, and like half the time it works. It provides like a very low level like advantage over just using your fingers to touch buttons. Like I use it when I'm driving, but it's really such a hassle, and it's so frustrating trying to like speak or think in a way you'd expect a badly designed virtual intelligence to understand. Like if it was just raw code, like if I was like phone root subnet 1 with the rootkit using my root 1. If you just had to learn computer terminology and use it that way, there would be a learning curve, but after you pass the learning curve, it would then be usable. It's like doing a bad job of making sense of the way that humans talk. It's like there's a learning curve every time. Every time something fucks up, you have to reverse engineer the software with your mind and be like, oh, it's not giving me directions because I forgot to say the zip code. It's giving me directions to the FedEx store in Maine because I forgot to say in the state I'm currently in. I don't want to drive across state lines right now to go to the FedEx store. This happens once a day. There's something like this once a day. And it's just a little bit of foreshadowing that the computer utopia to come is actually going to be a hell. What if right now is the golden age? What if right now is the peak, the best technological era, the best human epoch that you're going to see, that anyone's gonna see? Think about that. What if it's only downhill from here? What if from here the advancements that are made are in spying and putting political pressure on people based on their posting history and just generally fucking with people using their browser history or their emails or whatever, and this torrent of bad technology that is like dopamine toys that do nothing to make you more effective and make your life actually better and make me about how Google campus is this cliquey high school. Like, did you hear about Brad? He was coding in the wrong sub repository. Oh my God. And I never had any reason to believe or disbelieve what she was saying because I don't know anyone else that works at Google, but I've been watching a lot of these videos and it sure seems like that might be the case.
The magic of where the device manager.
It just took me about 8 or 9 minutes to reset my GoPro password. And if that doesn't sound like a long time, set a timer for yourself for 8 or 9 minutes and see what that feels like. And maybe just have an animation of a menu popping up and then fading away in your face over and over again while you sit there and deal with that. And I'm getting grumpier in my old age. You know, I used to be just a 23-year-old, 17-year-old kid, and I just turned 25, so I'm starting to become like an adult, and I don't have time for this kind of crap. And the other thing that bothered it, because I'm an it, because I'm androgynous, is that the wording in the GoPro menus was kind of like advertising cool speak. So it said, I forgot exactly what it said, but it was like, whoa there, looks like you forgot your password. Enter the real password or click forgot password. And then to acknowledge that message, instead of clicking OK, the button said, got it. Like I'm sitting here like I'm in a commercial for an Apple, like an Apple commercial, or Square, or like Swipely, or some bullshit tech thing, and instead of OK, I'm clicking got it. Like, okay, got it. Got it. That's how I acknowledge menus in the computer. That's how, when it becomes total Brave New World life, your torturers, you're going to have to acknowledge you've been assigned 10 hours of genital torture. Okay, got it. Like that. And then the password reset meant the thing was like, it wasn't this bad, but this is what it felt like. I felt like I was reading something that a surfer, or who's that MMA fighter, the blonde guy that's like 5'6". He's like Joe Rogan's like stepson or something. He's the guy that broke his hand. I think he might be Brazilian, but I don't think he's Brazilian. I think he's from SoCal or something. Anyway, I felt like I was reading something he wrote. He's like, yo, dude, to create a strong password, you're going to need an extra character and a capital letter. Peace. Chill it. And then when I reset my password, the icon was this. That's really what it was. So that just made me incredibly angry, and it sort of forced me to reflect on my own shortcomings as a man, and my own trials and tribulations, and how much I've screwed up in life. And I didn't like it, and I don't like when I did the live stream with Chuck, if we had to do that, if we were to have done that properly, it would have taken us 45 minutes to set that up, for real. Have you ever tried live streaming and using these like OBS broadcaster, these bullshit programs? They're fucking ridiculous. And you know what? With my luck with this tech stuff, this probably isn't even recording sound. And it's probably, the sound is probably completely blown out right now.
Hey guys, this is a continuation of my review of the Google Pixel XL phone. I pressed the button and blocked my own email address, and there's no easy way to undo that, so I had to pull off the side of the highway here and figure out how to unblock my own email address. Google Pixel XL. Alright, just giving you guys an update. It's been 25 minutes. I'm still on the same highway here. I've looked up on Android forums. I've looked up on, I found an article on a website called lifewire.com. It was titled How to Unblock the Gmail contacts from your phone, but it didn't, it was talking about something else. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to access the full Gmail website through Firefox, and the reason that I can't do that is because Google says that it's not the right size for my phone's screen. They want to, it keeps redirecting. If I click desktop, it takes me back to the mobile version, because on a smaller screen you don't want to have to, expand stuff to see it. So I'm just not able to do that right now. So I'm gonna, I guess, try to figure out a way, if there's a workaround, to view the full Gmail website on Firefox. That's the only thing I can think of. Other than that, there doesn't seem to be a way to unblock my own email address from my phone. Alright, so I found an article that seems like it might be useful here. I'm trying to figure out how to unblock my own email address. So here, this is Gmail full site login desktop version on mobile by Bryce from July 1st, 2016. Google Stream Email service, Gmail is the most popular web application on the globe. Learn how to log into Gmail full site on mobile device, iPhone, Android, iPad, etc. Along with Hotmail and other like services. Gmail allows users to set email accounts for free. After users can use Gmail, but also other services, such as email. The articles about Google's rise web dominance, there's a language takeover domination. In 2015, Forbes claimed Google's plan to take over web. While it's easy to hype web domination like Google, it's also an example of people. It's the example of Google allows Google it's also an example of people making claims about Google's ambitions. When most major services provided by Google, Gmail, GChat, Google Hangouts, and others, Google really doesn't like the whole world and then some. The SSD sent Google's reach when you only sign up for Gmail account, rather quickly load using one service using others. Before signing up for Gmail's web, Gmail has to log into many devices accessing. The mobile and full site login is going to be the subject of the article, which is the article. Below you'll find explanation of those who have step-by-step breakdown of access to Gmail full site login on mobile device. Mobile versus full site login is standard practice in tech world in making a website app. A company with web and mobile version step-by-step app. Facebook is a good example at this point. Companies do this for many reasons, including size. A company develops a website based on certain screen size. Right, so take a laptop for instance, 12 computers that run 13 to 17 inch line. If a developer shapes a site for that screen size, you can't just transfer it over to a mobile phone, which has a significantly small screen, and hope the same results, because it would be too small, right? Unless you've got a huge function like that. In order to optimize Gmail experience on mobile phone, developers have to change app layout to accommodate smartphone small screen. Next, interface accessibility. When you use websites and desktops or laptops, typically trying to track mouse on a smartphone, one just has a finger to rely on. That difference in app interactions is developing things like site layout, the accessibility mind. What works for mouse might not work for finger, vice versa. Next, aesthetics. They offer various aesthetic experiences between mobile and web versions of the website and or app. Develop help sense so otherwise get a experience. We'll take a without. With services like email, which you can check regularly, I check mine a lot every day. Hence the fact reason I shouldn't have my address blocked is to be so. It is beneficial for companies to shake things up a bit. If you're a unique set experience, they're tied to the operating system of the device. Some things might pop on a smartphone that wouldn't pop on a desktop/laptop screen. Web designers develop unique physics and statistics and read apps on the basis of the specific screen question. As an example, mobile interfaces for Google Drive, a cloud storage service provided by Google. That's a web version. So that shows the difference between smartphone and web phone. Notice Google doesn't design version drive tracks in different ways. Basically, sites similar in case users don't worry about total loss switching to web mobile versions. The key now is making a combination of web service between continuity and accessibility. Each version of service needs to be accessible on its own platform, also similar enough to the start user when using both of them. Google Drive is a successful case study here, as is Gmail itself, which has critical differentiation between web and mobile versions. Screenshots below each two iterations of Gmail. Because like this between web and mobile Gmail is one of the best email platforms used across multiple platforms. It sometimes happens that people wish to access the full desktop/laptop version of the site on a mobile device. So now comes the part where what I'm looking for, I want to do exactly this. This is something we are going to We hear initial request on how this works on Facebook and Twitter. Before explaining how this works on Gmail, I should make one point here. If you want to use Gmail on mobile, it's best to use the mobile version of Gmail. That's bold. The division between mobile and web versions of a service or app is not meant to make life more complicated for consumers. In fact, it's quite the opposite. The uniquely tailored mobile Gmail experience exists so as to streamline user interaction with their inboxes. If you feel so compelled to use the full site login on a mobile device, by all means go ahead. But know that process is superfluous at best and pointless at worst. Okay, well this is a special case. I'm not going to do this all the time. I'll probably keep using the mobile app for the reasons that he explained earlier. Aesthetics, accessibility, continuity, etc. When it comes to Gmail full site login on mobile devices, there's one easy workaround by Google itself. The process goes like this. On your smartphone, tap the download the Google Chrome browser. It's Google's web browser. It contains Firefox, Apple Safari, and it's free. Both are both. That's fine. It'll there. Both on desktop/laptop and mobile. Rest of the also higher and Chrome default browser. It's easy to be spotty. Other browser there. There's much to screen on this browser that's really working Chrome. Okay. Set to Google Chrome browser. Let's go ahead and download that. I already have these Google phones, so I can't install it. And I'm going to let's see, search type URL gmail.com. And a mobile site. Okay, so I'm logging in. Free. Upper right corner of the screen is free version range hots. Touch this button. Okay. Touch it. And then you'll pop up one of the options where you copy your tab. Push this command. And the browser will open up so you can copy download, which means that not track your sites, you search, etc. Where do you live? And then copy your tab and run from you. Type in web URL and site not Gmail. Alright, so we're going to go ahead to joerogan.com. Bam, there it is. Once on the site, hit the 3 vertical dots again. Look for the command request desktop site and hit it. Wait for the site to reload to its desktop version. Okay, so joerogan.com does not have a mobile version. It looks to be about the same. Once the site has reloaded in the Gmail URL, the login page will appear there. Okay, let's go ahead and try that. Alright, so now, okay, we're at the desktop Gmail login prompt. At the end of this simple process, something should be apparent. If you take a look at the login page for mobile Gmail and the full site Gmail, you'll notice that there's almost no differentiating between the two. Whereas most site-to-app transitions usually have some pronounced differences, Gmail is the rare case where the mobile version looks like the full version in miniature. What this means is that when it comes to creating Gmail full-site experience on mobile device, there's truly no need. When you use the mobile Gmail app, or log into Gmail on a mobile phone via a browser, you're getting full-site experience, no compromise. What else do I get with Gmail experience? Not only do you get full Gmail experience on a mobile device, you also get access to all Google's various services. Signing up for Gmail account, you also use Google Drive. This immediate cloud storage service allows you to save your files, create files, include documents, Google Docs, spreadsheets, Google Sheets, and slideshow presentations, Google Slides. Gchat, Google Hangouts, running by Alphabet order. Okay, Google experience is fast. There's a reason why so many people wax Google intentions by foundation. They often get for signing up for Gmail account 2 minutes. Part experience in Google, however, is trusting that Google's developers know what you're doing. 5K developable applications. 5K must mean 52 notes like that. If you try to use Gmail full-site login on a mobile device, it's ultimately unnecessary. Use Google's streamlined approach to Gmail app. Google's seemingly internal resources made such to trust the company that develops source versions as possible. The full-site login doesn't appear in the more fast version of Gmail. The miniaturized mobile experience of Gmail is just as authentic. And if you want to go find that article, it's digitally.com, search for that. Okay, so hit and give us a try here. That's not version. Put in my address. Horse Cumhole Lover 69. Okay, and Horse Cumhole Lover 69. Alright, it's asking for a password now. Okay, search for password after Google. Found it. There you go. Paste. Next. Two-step verification code. That's indeed. Okay. And it's working. Wow, it's working. Very cool. And now we go to settings. Settings. I can't seem to click the settings button. This must be what they were talking about. Oh, there we go. Oh, lost it. So I can see why they bifurcate the apps into these sort of quotidian things, because when you are trying to use the full app, it's a little bit cumbersome. And the aesthetics of it are, I would say, oh, we're losing it again. Okay, there we go. So I have to click that. It's about 1 pixel big here. Can we get it? Fuck. I think I loaded themes. Oh, I did it. Yeah, buddy. Filters and blocked addresses. There we go. Following email addresses are blocked. Sam Hyde. And I gotta unblock the exact right one, or it's gonna unblock some asshole. Unblock this address. Messages from Sam Hyde will appear in your inbox. Yes. Yeah, there we go. Alright, guys. That was a big one. Okay. Well, anyway. So yeah, Google Pixel XL, very cool phone, psyched with it. Screen looks great. The resolution is so small that looking at things it makes it real small, but the detail is fantastic on that phone. And love the apps. Everything's good so far. It just took me, let's see, it was 4:10 when we started, and now it's 4:48. So it took me about 40 minutes to unblock the fucking shit from my phone. To unblock my own fucking email address! Hey guys, what's up? Didn't want to end that video on a sour note there, so I want to give you sort of an update about what's going on. You know, you guys want videos, you want content, you want things to happen quickly, right? So do I. Which is why I really get excited when things happen like fast, right? When a video comes out, bam, 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 next video, next day, I get to do a bunch of edits, it all gets done wicked fast, and you know, that sort of progress is what excites me. Oh yeah, and I figured out how to unblock my own email address from my phone, and that was a big win, because that was, you know, I hit that button. It was in a conversation where the reply was from Sam Hyde to somebody else, so it was from Sam Hyde. So I went to hit block, and the phone thought that I wanted to block my own email address. So that was something that I had to resolve. That was 50 minutes. Could have gotten that one done probably in 30, but I wanted to make an entertaining video.